I spent the night in the hometown, the birthplace, the sacred holy ground of Seymour, Indiana, home of John Cougar Mellencamp. I ain't even done with the night, small town pink houses. Remember MTV had that contest, either that or VH1, they gave away a little pink house in Seymour? I'm not gonna go look for that. I'm looking for cars. Those of you who are familiar with the modus operandi of this channel understand that I generally take smaller roads that parallel larger. In this case, leaving Seymour, Indiana, going south. 65 is right over that way. But we're on US 31 south, which follows along all the way into Louisville. We're gonna be looking at some of these houses on the side of the road and just seeing what's in the driveway, what's parked out in the yard, seeing if there's any cool stuff. So let's do it, let's get going. Man, I know it's just yard art, but look at that thing. Steel wheels, big huge gas tank on top. That is early right there. Looks like a Flathead 4 in it. You guys may have noticed the Manco go-kart in the back. See the top of the seat there? It's hard to tell because I have a lot of stuff in here, but part of this journey is trying to find parts for that. I have a magnesium wheel on there that's broken, and I'm looking around, which led me to this place here. This guy's got a lot of mowers and stuff, but it also made me notice this little critter. A Honda riding mower. Do they still make those? I don't recall seeing them. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff here. And like I keep preaching to you guys, you gotta ask, because this guy could have parts for that go-kart. There's kind of a newer go-kart sitting right here. That's one of those I think they call a Yerf dog or something. But maybe he has something I'm looking for, so I'm gonna go in and ask. No old go-kart parts, but I tried. Talked to the guy's mom, very sweet lady. But I'm moving on down the road now, trying to find more stuff. We're about 15 to 20 miles, 13.3 miles south of Seymour right now. I'll keep you updated as I find stuff. Dude, you talk about some neon signage. I'm wondering, see the building? Dairy Queen? Man, if this is not the first one, it sure does look close. I'll do a quick Google search. Dairy Queen was founded in Joliet, Illinois, home of the Blues Brothers. But that was 1940. This looks, I don't know, it could be around there. But what a cool little building. Joliet, that's not too terribly far from here, next state over. Wow, that sign though is just fantastic. I realize this is not the normal thing that I post, but I kind of had this. I'm at a company that makes monuments for graves. You're gonna like this. That's a monument. That's made out of granite. And believe it or not, there's one right around the corner here that's even cooler. Prepare yourself. Here we go. That certainly looks like a gold wing. Yeah, this is not a cemetery. This is just showing off what they make. That is a gold wing, GL 1500. Wonder if they make these in Hayabusas. I have to think that during the visitation they would prop me up on that seat there. That tire is made of granite. The whole bike is. Oh, now that's crazy. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a tombstone made to look like a big old Honda. And the detail there, there's an antenna on it. This is etched. I gotta say, I dig it. The tires are made of granite. I've ridden bikes that felt that way. But it's Fuel Monument, F-E-W-E-L-L, or Fewell, or however they say it. I gotta say, I don't have a problem with this sort of mindset. If I'm gonna have an F1 car, please do not sit on display. It has all the sponsors etched in. That whole thing's granite. That's pretty cool. I just got told by Devin that Nick would be watching this video because it's his car. It's not for sale. Grand Prix SJ76. Man, if I had $1 for every burnout I've done in one of these. Cool cars, man. I don't know if I should be opening the door, but check out the way, see that kind of cockpit style, how the dash comes out a little bit in the middle and the shifter on the floor. A lot of these were 350s. Most of them were loaded, and a whole lot of them also had like a turbo 400, because back in this day these cars were heavy. You needed some torque to get them moving. Got his historic tag. The very next year, well, 2 years later, 78, this car got a whole lot smaller. You've probably seen the Monte Carlos and the Grand Prix like this. They all got a heck of a lot smaller, but check it out. 76, man. They also put that rally wheel on a whole lot of stuff. That's been on everything. But Nick, your buddy Devin, says hi. We came and checked out your sweet ride on the side of the road. I hope it comes back around. And he said you're doing a little bit of engine work to it. You got an 8N back there. We got one of those in the family. Love those things. But we're carrying on. Cool car.
Post NASCAR hauler.
Now it says about an 81 to 83.
That one is an 85.
5. I don't know these very well. I've even...
This body style runs from 80 to 89.
Yeah, that was kind of weird because in 88 you had the next body style in the truck, but not in these.
Yeah.
This is probably a 305, maybe a 350 if you got lucky.
This one's a 350.
I sank one of these in a riverbed.
It happens.
Yeah. I didn't know that they made it deeper under the bridge. Turns out they do.
Yeah. Not always a good thing.
Removable top. Yeah, the one I had was really, really nice, and it totaled it.
I guarantee it.
It looked totally fine when we pulled it out, but then everything on the interior started bulging up and bowing out, and hell yeah. I love the tractor. Dude, if you were to see pictures or video of my dad's tractor, this is almost identical. Engine's different.
Well, you said you got it on your YouTube channel.
Yep. His is a 52.
This one's a 53, I'm pretty sure.
This is all the same.
Yeah. Mainly the engines are about the difference.
Yeah, this is a little different through here.
Yeah, the gauge cluster and stuff.
Yeah, his comes down more here. It doesn't have this here. It's got a little gauge down here with an odometer or hours.
Yeah.
And these pedals both come in like this with the little stamping on them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is the same. And his is converted to 12 volt too with an alternator. Man. You ever seen one of these with a flathead V8 in it?
I've seen one with a normal Chevy V8 in it.
I saw one on a tractor auction one time, and it had an aluminum headed 3 carburetor 8BA flathead V8, and that was the most beautiful thing ever.
That'd be a wild ride.
Ferguson. Yeah, the headlights are a little different. And also on his, there's an actual cap here.
Yeah.
And there's a little door that opens up right there, and inside is the gas tank and a toolbox.
Yeah. Well, this one, the hood actually opens the whole thing.
Oh, the whole, yeah, okay. Oh, now that's sweet.
Somebody, I don't know why somebody made the doors. They didn't feel like opening the hood, I guess.
That's wild. Yeah, it has the same kind of oil bath breather.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, Devin, thanks for the time, man. This is cool old stuff. I had not even seen my dad's tractor in like decades.
Yeah.
hopped on it and got it fired up, and I was just... We also made it so right where that has a push button, it just uses a key now.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one, the push button went out of it, and it never worked, but the actual start was right there.
Oh.
You actually use the shifter to start it.
Oh, that's why I would have never figured that out.
Yeah. So if you're on a hill, you're kind of screwed unless your brakes are good.
Does that have the lock on the back brake? I think it does. You push it down, it has that little...
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh yeah, his brake is back here.
Yeah. This one operates both of them.
They must have, you said this 53?
Yeah.
That's probably one of the changes they made. They look identical, but once you start looking at it, this is really different from his.
Yeah.
His has the piece that comes up here and the little, you know, so as you do it at the top does like that.
Mm-hmm.
These are always cool. That's badass, man.
Yeah.
My grandpa always got the whitefish platter, but I do the standard fish and chips.
Y'all ever had a hush puppy? That's two of them right there, size of your fist. Well, not quite the size of my fist, but they're big.
Incoming fish and chips alert. Put some ketchup on here and I'm gonna be chomping. Boy, that escalated quickly. Tore that meal up. 25 cents worth of chiclets in the jaw right now. Let's go south of Louisville. Wind up kind of Tennessee, maybe. They now have a David in downtown Louisville, or should I say David. That sure looks like David. He's very tall. Right at 7th Street and Main, downtown. It'd be awkward eating in that restaurant staring at his crotch, or maybe being in that building right there and staring at his butt crack. Western side of Louisville, still kind of downtown, very urban. T-Bird. And in the driveway, now it's hard to say, it says SS on the bumper, but one of the newer 73, 74 Novas. We're now in the 270 area code. This is Yates Body Shop, 270. Well, let's ignore that number because we're looking at the one on the car instead. One on the car is 270-268-8533. Got some rallies on the front, skinnies. Some rallies on the back, the fat ones. There's an no, that's not an ABS system. Yeah, it is. That's an ABS system. Kind of hard to tell what the suspension and steering is, but got some skinnies on the front, fatties on the back. There are disc brakes in there in the front. Boy, that could be a cool little ride. It's not tubbed or anything, but it's pretty cool. Needs a big block, right? And next door, the very next building. 57 Chevy, Chevy 2, Ford ragtop over here, another Ford ragtop over here. Looks like a 55 or 56 doghouse on the other side of the dumpster. Cool stuff over here. Looks like that little car's had a mini tub job. It's on slicks. See the Ford hiding back in the corner? That's a cool shot. Yeah, I got a 57 right over there. A little Chevy 2 Nova here. A Jeep. And a cool Galaxy 500 with slick paint on it. Like I said, this is right next door to the address I just gave. Well, the phone number I just gave. Little gas station on the side of the road, Crawford's, and somebody drove their 57 Bel Air down here. Not a bad way to get around. I got a lot of stuff at the house, but I'm in Tampa. Is that a GTA over there? Got another 57. Boy, you're roughing it. Oh, okay. 57. That's cool old car. Convo Pro wheels. Automatic. That's cool. The 67 Camaro is not for sale. Not gonna lie, that's disappointing. Because it looks like I could actually afford that one. We drive on. Man, I love finding cool vehicles, rare vehicles, and I have found one for you now. We're at Main Street Auto Repair. And looking back through here, look at that. Extended cab 70s Ford truck. There's also, right over here, sweet little Suburban. Let's zoom out and check out what's back here. Got another Ford back there. C4 Corvette. Got to look at this. Oh, he's got two extended cabs. Super cab is what they called it at that time. Sliding back window. Both of those, pretty hard to find. All right, I'm gonna look at the other side of this sign here. Future Design, see if it has the whole number over here. 270-259-9311 or 1-800-216-4966. That's Future Designs. It's not where the cars are, but it's the same lot. So if you get in touch with them, they could probably give you the right number. Wow. Super cab Fords from the 70s. Two of them. And then just about a quarter mile down the road, this sweet little Dodge van trucky thingy. Pretty much needs a Hemi in the back with zoomies. Oh man, that would be so cool if that was for sale. What do we got back here? Would they call that a Wagoneer or a Cherokee? They'd probably call this me getting shot out here. And of course, a Dodge Dart. Those of you who have been watching my videos for a while realize that that might be a Valiant. But those of you who have watched the videos realize that I see at least one of these in every video I do. I don't mean to, it just happens. There's something else I saw as I was coming by here. Was it on the other side? You see so many of these as time goes on, you forget. Yeah, old C10 over here, step side. Extended, well, like the long bed on it. A little striping. By the way, that was Darnell's Auto Sales. D-A-R-N-E-L-L. Apostrophe S. Expressing ownership by Darnell. And once again, the very next building down, Kelly Bookkeeping and Stromberg's. Well, that would be cool if that was the carburetor manufacturer, but on the hill, check out that little dude. Honeybee Equipment, Clarkson, Kentucky. Is that where we are? And we have a Ford truck up on the hill. Either a 3/4 ton or 1 ton. It's a big boy. It's obviously not the entry level. They got a big old thick frame rail on that. 63 Pimpala alert. Got an 18-wheeler behind me, so I'm going to make this turn quickly. Ha! 63 two-door hardtop Impala. Here at the Swift Auto Company. Man, I had one that was so similar to that. I guess the badge down on the side. It's not an SS, so it's not going to be a 409, but probably 283 or 327 if it's the original engine. Swift's Auto Company. Wonder if that's an actual thing. Looks like he's got a garage there. By the way, we are now on 79 South. We got off 62. We're aiming toward Morgantown, Kentucky. What? Just on the side of the road on 79 South on the way to Morgantown. I gotta cruise down here a bit. I don't really, why is there a new Mustang there? It just says Henderson city limit. That's all it says. Huh. Cool though, right? I like the wagon. Chad's Body Shop. Chad Self-Storage. Chad got this city locked down. 526-4005. Look at this big boy. Mac. That one has put in some work. Gasky Wrecker Service, Morgantown. Ha! That's a big boy. Braden winch on the back. Wow. That is a serious unit right there. Don't you even think it will not pull your car, truck, or whatever the heck it is out of where it is. B61 is what it says. That's a big boy. Still has its little Mac hubcaps on there. It's a wonder those things stayed on there over the years. I done spied me a Malibu. 6480 South 79. 6480 South 79. Little two-door boo sitting over there. I'm gonna be honest, my faith was diminished. I was starting to doubt, especially when you look at the sky. It's almost dark. But I thought the day's hunting was over until I saw this. Let me zoom. Yeah. Let me get a little closer here. Yeah, that would be a 64 Chevy wagon, and right beside that is a 67 Camaro. Got a couple pickups up here. We got, well, I don't know, there's probably 10 pickups in there. There is such cool stuff inside there. Come down this way. Ram Charger. And this is intriguing. Truck with a roll cage in it. And for those of you who are paying attention, remember I said there's always a 66 Dart GT? 66 Dart right there in front of that cab. Look back in the building though. See all that? I had not seen anything for like the last hour, and I was starting to lose hope. But man, this little building right here, Auto Crafters and Restoration, Paint and Body Shop. We're still on 231 South, and I have no idea how far along, but man, there is so much stuff inside this fence. It's just, hell, the Camaro would have been enough. There's a Falcon in there. There's an F1. Such cool stuff. There's even a Jeep back over there, see that? All in one location. The 64 wagon. That's a rare piece. You just don't see those. This truck on the end has a current valid tag on the back. 5-window Chevy cab over there, another Chevy. Oh, and the Camaro's looking awesome. We've, for the first time, seen several first-gen Camaros here in this one trip, and I just never see that many. That looks like it's pretty much all there. It's even sitting as if it has an engine in it. Wow. Just crazy. Whew. If this is the last thing I see tonight, I think it was a good day. Wait, I see a number. 800. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. 800-834-6276 it looks like, but my vision sucks. Wow. If that happens to be the last thing we see today, wow, what a way to end the day. But wait, there's more. D&D Transmission and Wholesale Warehouse. Got a Stewed right here, another Stewed right there, a third Stewed behind that. Stuff all up against the building. Trust me, when you see what's to my right, there's 49 or 50 Ford back there. Let's go down this row. F1. An old Jeep back there, like a Willys. 66 Impala SS. Now, I noticed as I was walking back here, this guy has a lot of English stuff. And I'm not talking like MG type stuff. That's in there too, but you'll see as we start moving forward here, there's some cool stuff. Little Triumph TR6. Probably another one. Mustang, blah, blah. Now, first of all, what the heck is that thing? There's another TR6. He's got a lot of English stuff here. Now, that is a 924 turbo Porsche. You see the hood? Man, that hood has got to be crazy rare. They may have called that a 924S, maybe. I'm not sure. Now, who knows what this is? That's an English Jensen Interceptor. Bug-Eye Sprite. MG. Mustang 2. I don't know what that one is. There's not much there. MG. And this, I don't know, this may be like a Lancia or a Jensen. Another Mustang 2. Another Mustang 2. Another Mustang 2. Look at the red one. I think this is another Jensen. Dude. Is that a removable hardtop? Looks like it is. If you'll notice, another Triumph beside it. Little fastback 65. Is that an SS? Come around here. Shifter on the column, so probably no. There's a little bulge on the hood. All right, a little more. 65 fastback Impala. Little Bronco. Then an early 60s Caddy. We'll be able to tell by looking at the fins. 61? 59, of course, being the year that they were the largest fins of all of them. That might be a 60. See the size of that fin back there? Wow. There's no sign out here but the one I showed you right back there on that building. That's a pretty cool row of cars, right? And I think that signals the end of the car hunting for today. But don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll find more stuff. We just entered into Alabama, by the way. Time to get a hotel. Getting a little dark out here. I hope they have a free breakfast. I'm already thinking about breakfast.